Well, joining me now is Dr. Liana. She is a fellow for Europe at the Council on Foreign Relations. So good to have you with us. A lot of pressure piled on Germany. Why this focus on German manufactured Leopard 2 battle tanks? Why are they so sought after? And why do the Ukrainians believe that they can help them turn the tide on the battlefield?
Well, they are sought after because they are the dominant tank type in Europe. And because apart from Germany, 13 other European nations have this tank. It would be easy to get the tank to Ukraine. It would be not entirely easy, but very much possible for Ukrainians to use this tank, and it would really make a difference in the battlefield. But the problem here again is that when Germany decides about sending tanks or not, it's not only about the tanks it has itself, but also about the tanks that it has sold once to its European partners, because Germany controls the we export license for those tanks to Ukraine. So what Germany does is not only relevant for Germany itself, but for all other European countries.
So they hold the strings, so to speak. How is the Chancellor re-explaining the reasoning behind their decision to not supply Ukraine with these tanks? I mean, what are the main sticking points?
So the first line was that Germany is waiting for the United States to send its own main battle tanks. And if we look back at the last year, we see that this was always the case, that Germany always acted in lockstep with the United States. But the surprise was that for Germany, it was not enough to have the United Kingdom sending battle tanks to Ukraine. So Germany really wanted the United States to have it at its side. And the other reason is that there's some kind of concern that in sending tanks to Ukraine, a Russian retaliation might occur. And this kind of escalation retaliation concern is another reason why Germany seems to be so intent to have the United States and not any other European ally at its sides for sending tanks to Ukraine.
We're going to talk in a second about these concerns that Berlin has regarding escalatory response from Russia. But first, I want to pick up on something that you said. The decision by the UK to break rank with Ukraine's allies and offer its main battle tanks to Kyiv. What kind of effect has that had?
It was meant as a political signal. Obviously, these battle tanks are also useful for the battlefield, for Ukraine. But the UK is not sending that much of those Challenger battle tanks. So it really was a political signal for Germany to say, look, if you want to send battle tanks, you would not be alone. The UK would do the same because, again, this was the argument from Berlin. We do not want to go it alone. But now it turns out that it's not enough. The UK alone is not sufficient. And that's obviously a blow to all European leadership attempts. If all European countries have to wait for the United States and can't go alone, can't take the initiative and a leadership role because it's not enough for Germany to have France and the UK at its side.
But the counter argument to that would be Russia is a nuclear power. Is Berlin maybe right to be cautious? Does Europe have an effective deterrence to the threat of Russia's potential use of nuclear weapons in a way that the US might?
Well, obviously, the US is the nuclear power, which is on par with Russia. But then Germany, the UK, France are all members of the NATO alliance. So one would assume that Article 5, the article that says if one country is attacked, all the other countries come to the support of that country, is enough of an insurance, enough of a safety. And so it really doesn't matter that the United States is the much more important nuclear power here, because, again, NATO Article 5 applies for everyone. So this is not entirely convincing as a reason from Germany's side.
Put this in perspective for us, just as a final thought. How big is the fear in Berlin for an escalatory response from Putin?
This fear has been big from the beginning. It has been very dominant at the outbreak of the war, and it has returned again and again. But what we've seen just 2 weeks ago is that Germany has agreed to send light battle tanks, so-called Marders, to Ukraine. So this is something which is almost forgotten by now, but it shows us that the red line on tanks in general is actually gone, and it was gone 2 weeks ago because Germany agreed to those light tanks. So it really is a question why light tanks should be fine, but main battle tanks would be an escalation for Moscow. So again, this is not entirely convincing. The hope that is there is that this is not the end of the story, that Germany just needs more time to agree to this export license for other countries and to take the decision for itself, that it felt pressured by allies right now and didn't want to go this step so fast. So there is still hope, but the political damage is done.
Political damage is done. Dr. Liana Fix, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.